Okay, so this is the glove compartment to the my 92 NSX, and as you can see, this is broken. Should look like this. This was already broken too. I'm gonna put a little piece back here with some epoxy, some JB Weld. Just give it some support there. And what I did is I kind of mimicked this side over here. Again, this is a Whataburger gift card, and I'm going to glue it over here from behind like this with epoxy, just to hold it there. Okay, then I'm going to come in with this. This is a Lego piece, and I'm going to epoxy that bad boy right in there, and then I'll figure out where the hole is on this side, and I'll, after this all sets up or whatever, and then I'll drill the hole there. I'll round this corners off here in just a second. I'll round them off. And then I'm doing kind of the same thing here on this side. I'm going to be putting in this guy here, and then I'm going to take this piece. I know I had a piece. I'll have to recut this one or something. But anyway, and I'm going to fit that guy in there. Same thing with epoxy, and then drill the hole and stuff, and it'll have some backing. So the whole idea with epoxy is that you need a lot of surface area for it to be very strong. If you're trying to do something real thin, and if there happens to be a lot of lateral movement on it, like say something thin like this, and you're trying to glue it like this. Well, because there's not very much surface area, it's really not going to hold very well. Wood glue would probably, not hold as good. But if you have more surface area, like if this edge if this edge right here was wider and stuff, and this was wider, and you're gluing those two pieces together like that, then you got a much better grip. But anyway, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm ready to mix a little bit of epoxy, and I'm going to put this guy right here just to give that some support. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this guy, epoxy that guy right in there, and then later on I'll come in and epoxy this guy right here. And it's epoxy that sets up within, you got about 4 minutes, and then within 4 hours it's ready to go. So cool thing is no one ever see that. No one's the wiser, as they say. All right, be back. Yeah, so I kind of outlined it. It's kind of hard to see because it's red on black. But now I got to try and figure out how I'm going to cut that. Okay, so I kind of cut down this piece as best I could. I know it's hard to see. Let me see if I can get something white behind there. Yeah, it's better. I kind of cut it down to the rough shape of this opening here. Or rather this thing here, and this is this is so brittle. You got to be real careful with that. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. It's set up pretty quick. It's already going on about 10 minutes, and so that epoxy really sets up really good. And I had to put some there because this had cracked. and I can't remember if it cracked all the way through or it was just a crack. And I put some super glue, and then I kind of reinforced it with this Whataburger gift card. And so right now I have this little guy, that holding that right there. Maybe y'all can see that. So that's being held in, and it's already, the stuff's already set. I mean, it works real quick. So now I'm going to work on this side over here. God, it's so hard to see. That's the next thing I got to do. So, alrighty. Oh, by the way, I took the typical Lego piece, and I kind of took my knife here and cut out all those the little dimples they have. I just sliced them off, and then just be careful slicing off the center so you don't get your fingers. And now what I'm doing is I gotta scratch the inside, because that way the epoxy has something to adhere to. This is a modeler's what do you call it? Sanding little tool, and they seem to work okay. So I'm going to sand that down. If not, you can take some sandpaper, sand block, whatever. Here too, I got to do it right here, because I'm going to put a whole bunch of epoxy down. So this should be already done. So I'm going to take a whole bunch of epoxy and just shove it either in here and then put that in there. So it's either way, there's going to be a whole bunch of epoxy here. So, and then of course I got to come back and drill the hole, and hopefully I won't break it then when I drill the hole. So I'm going to be working on this now, this part right here, which way did it go? Okay. Wow. Oh, here it is. Which will be this thing right here. Okay. Okay, I probably should have videotaped it as I was doing it, but it's just me and the camera. So there it is, I'm holding it. And then I'll fix up this guy. Scratch it up, put a whole bunch of epoxy in there, put it in there, and then hopefully that'll hold it, and then I'll drill the hole. I'll do the same thing on this side over here with this little piece. So, okie dokie. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's kind of dark. But there it is. I kind of put it in, let it set. I'm hoping that's going to work. Okay, so if you can see that, I've actually kind of got that together now. I need to let it sit up for maybe an hour or so, and then drill the holes and then install it. I'm ready to put the car back together. Well, this is the last piece that I'm waiting on the car. But that's it.